What is going on, everybody? Thank you for joining so much. Thank you. I'm going to be playing UN Squadron today. UN Squadron is one of my favorite games of all time. It is a shooter by Capcom from 1980 and or made in 1989. You play as either Shin Kazama, Mickey Simmons, or Greg Gates. It was based on a Japanese manga, Japanese anime, whatever, manga, whatever you want to say. Is based on a Japanese animation cartoon. In the cartoon, it's this basically this nation that's going. It's like this war going on, and they hire mercenary pilots, and some of the pilots are, like kind of like the French Foreign Legion, sort of. But in Shin's case, he gets tricked into joining the army, and it's almost like a prison sentence for him. He has to like fight to earn his way out, and the anime is actually kind of serious. It's not a very, it's not one of my favorites, and I like Japanese animation, but it's not one of my favorites. It's kind of a depressing story, sort of. But the game itself, it's a great game. Like I said, you got the three characters. Shin flies the F-20 Tiger Shark. The Tiger Shark has the strongest weapon overall. I think his power's up the fastest or the highest. His special weapons are kind of medium. Mickey flies the F-14, which is my favorite plane of all time. The F-14 is pretty like kind of the middle ground where it's good at kind of jack of all trades, master of none, but it carries the most weapons. Its gun powers up pretty good. And then Greg, the final plane is an A-10 Warthog. The A-10, it's a little bit slower. I think it can take more damage. The gun doesn't power up as strong as the other two, but he has two like beams that shoot out. One shoots straight, the other one shoots at like a 45-degree angle. So it's good for like hitting the ground and stuff. Kind of like what the A-10 is for in real life. But yeah, this game, one of my favorite games of all time. So let's get into it. And what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to beat it in 4 credits. The reason for that is I used to play this game back in the day at a local round table, and my grandmother would always take me there, I remember, and she would give me, it was either between a quarter or $1 to play. She didn't want me spending a whole lot of money on video games, so I just had to be good enough to either get through it or, you don't see the end. So, yeah, I played this game a lot when I was growing up, and it was one of my favorites. So let's do it. So here we go. Here's our 4 credits. Gotta pick your boy Mickey. Alright, so you get the choice of special weapons at the start of every stage. They do change, but I think they repeat at some point. I mean, for the most part, special weapons, you don't need them for regular enemies, but later on in the game you might. You just kind of save them for the bosses mostly. But there'll be certain situations you'll see me actually start to need them. So you pick up those little things, and it powers up our gun. And eventually you hear like a little beep sound, or like a little, it's a different tone when you pick up one. That means your gun went up a level. It's also up there in the upper left hand corner. So there's one. Beep. Get that. The gun powers up. It's a little bit stronger. I just took a sloppy hit right there. So see, here comes the boss. Bosses in this game aren't too challenging, and I think there's a spot I can stay where I could not get hit, but I'm being sloppy right now. If you stay like close to the front, I think you can avoid getting hit by the missiles, the big missiles. But anyway, as I was saying, the bosses in this game aren't too difficult. That being said, there's still some that still to this day give me a little bit of trouble. Like the second stage boss, it's not hard, but every now and then I can mess up. It just depends. But yeah, one of the things I like the most about this game, I mean, the graphics, it's simple. It's not too complex, but they're for the time they're nice and colorful. You know, the music's pretty good. Actually, I like the music in this game. Actually, you know, it has that old school arcade sound to it. Each stage is pretty distinct. Yeah, I like the music in this game. The other thing that I do like the most about this game, you know, most of these types of games are just bullet hell. I mean, it's just, you're lucky if you get through it. I mean, I've seen some YouTube videos, of course, you know, people practice at it, get really good, and they can, you know, beat some of these games without getting hit. I mean, this one, just for an average arcade first kid in the arcade, if you played it enough, I feel like the game's fair. You know, it never gets too crazy, at least on the default setting. I think you can probably up the difficulty, you know, in the BIOS or whatever, but on the default normal setting, which is what I'm playing on, the game is pretty fair. In fact, when I used to play this in the arcade, I don't ever remember it being more difficult than what I'm playing now. So, that's always a nice thing. You want to feel like you have a chance at these most of these. Alright, here we go with the boss. So this boss, it's not that he's tough, but it's just the way you have to fight him. You have to dodge all these damn air mines, and you can destroy him, but they, you know, they block your bullets, so it takes away your time from hitting him. And then you gotta dodge all that. So once you can get clear shots like this, it's not too difficult. And I think he stopped dropping those mines eventually. I think. Looks like he's slowing down. But yeah, once you can get clear of that, it's usually a piece of cake. But you see, I'm about to. Ah, shit! That's one. That shouldn't have been a boss I lost on. I lost at the very last second. This isn't going to be a good run. I can feel it already. Normally, when I'm playing a good run on this game, I don't die until like the 7th or 8th stage. But I know this is looking ugly so far. I got to regain myself. Sorry, I'm being a little quiet here. I'm mad after that last stage. I'm really mad. I want to do better. You guys deserve better. I'll stay low on this one. The cool thing is you can't hit the ground. Right back there, I was pushing down, and even though you're pushing down, it won't fly you into the ground, which is nice. You know, some games they don't give a shit, and they'll just smash you, let you do whatever, you know, they just want to take your money. Like I said, this one feels a little bit fair in some aspects. There's sort of a spiritual sequel to this game. It's called Carrier Air Wing, made by Capcom as well. You know, a lot of the graphics and everything are pretty much the same. I mean, you can definitely tell it's a sequel. It just has nothing to do with the manga or anime, and none of the characters are, you know, returned. Whoops. This, by the way, there's a trick to this boss. If you stay right here and just unload on this little dome thing, you can beat it pretty quick. Otherwise, if you miss your opportunity there, you gotta fly back around and, you know, open yourself up to taking more hits. But, yeah, Carrier Air Wing, I like that game. It's a good sequel, but there's a big problem with it. It is... your energy or your hit points or health or whatever you want to call it is also shared with, in that game you have fuel. So, okay, yeah, we know the jets take fuel or whatever, but I mean, as you're playing, if you don't get hit, you still get your health / fuel drained because you're flying. It sucks. I mean, it's stupid. Like, why do you want that shit? You know, I don't want to have to manage fuel while I'm playing a shooter. I mean, can you imagine playing something like, what's that one game? Raiden or whatever, Raiden Trade or whatever it's called, and having to manage the fuel that your ship uses? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. But, you know, they did it to munch orders. I mean, that's all it is. You know, these games, a lot of these games back then were designed to do that. Maybe because this game, you know, it's a little easy, so they felt like, okay, the sequel, we gotta step it up. I don't know. But it's definitely, that's one thing that, like, makes me not like that game. And I like it. I do like it. It's just, I hate that aspect of it. When I played it back in the arcades, I remember being a little disappointed. Because, you know, I'm like, what is this? You know, why am I, you know, why do I have to manage this extra thing? And, you know, it's just making me, you know, just making the game that much harder. It's already kind of a hard game to begin with. That one, even if it didn't have the fuel thing, I haven't managed to be able to beat it, you know, on 1 quarter or even $1 worth of quarters. I mean, anyway, but yeah, that turns me off of their games. You know, they used to do that a lot too. Some games would just be the difficulty in the arcade games would spike, or they just give you impossible situations. You know, this game, I feel at least they try to keep it on a fair level. Just buy a little bit of extra health. This stage, these first 5 stages aren't too bad. Stage 6, I think that's like a cave level. That one gets a little difficult. The 7th stage can be difficult. 8th stage is not too bad. The 9th and 10th stages, though, the 9th stage is just hard all around. The 10th stage it's just a boss, but it can be difficult. If you're not careful, it can kill you. You can die pretty easy. You know, in this game, another interesting thing too is you technically only have 1 life. In most games like this, you know, it's 1 hit, you die, and you got several different lives. You usually get more power-ups, but this one is just, you know, you take a couple hits and then you die. So it's kind of a backward spin on the way shooters work. You only have 1 life, but now there is a special thing you can get on this level. It's only on, oh, there he is. Oh, I missed it. If you got that guy, you got it's like a super laser that shoots in 3 directions, and it's like it's a special weapon that you only get on this stage. I think there's another stage you can get it, but this is the only one I've ever found it on. I don't like that boss either. I sometimes die on him. I redeemed myself from that second stage boss. Who I technically finished, but took a hit at the last second there. So this stage, I can get through it without a shield. I'm gonna try. This stage is harder than the boss here. This stage can be difficult. The most difficult thing about this stage, you're flying through this cave, and you know you got stuff shooting from above and below you, and you know, cave-ins happen if you're not careful. And see, I'm already starting to skimp a little bit. Yep, see, just knocked the cave down on myself. You gotta be very careful on this stage with that. And normally, like I said, you don't use special weapons. This is one of those stages where you gotta use it. And if you drop the cave on yourself like that, you end up wasting it. So yeah, you want to shoot just below, like where you just skim those guns. There we go. Got a little bit of health back. careful with this part too, because those napalm jets, if you're not paying attention and flying too low, they'll hit you and they take a ton of health from you. Alright, so this boss, it's not too bad. Just gotta really watch out for those guys. There's a trick to this one. And the faster you get rid of the guns on the deck, the better. I mean, it's obvious, but you know, you have to worry less about trying to dodge their shots, because they're the ones that don't go in like this fan pattern. The main gun from the boss here, that he goes in that fan pattern, so you can dodge it relatively easy. Same with that missile. That missile's a weak missile. You can destroy it. But those deck guns, if you don't destroy those right away, they'll throw something out of the pattern and you take just unnecessary hits. Alright. Moving along here, not too bad. You know, made up for that second stage. This stage, how much money do I have? We'll go with the stronger weapon this time, and let's attempt to beat it with no shield. This one can be tough, and you'll see why. But I do like this stage. It's probably my favorite stage. There's a cool little transition near the midpoint, and it's kind of cool. It makes you feel like you're flying. You go from being down here on the ground up into the clouds. Shit. Not good. Not good already. Get a lot of power-ups here. Miss one, that's okay. Almost took a hit there. Get the hell out the way. Alright, this is where you gotta... I don't care, I'm just gonna use my special weapons, because these things, if you don't kill them quickly, they'll stack up on you, and then you're in big trouble. And the planes that come behind you, they try to lock on you and shoot missiles at you. So, you want to get rid of them. Yep. See, I'm already taking hits, and they're stacking up on me now. And I missed the energy that went back there. Oh man, that was bad. I knew it though. This stage is hard. I should have had a shield. At least the missiles you have home in on them. But that's why I just go crazy with them, because you can't get directly behind those jets and hit them all the time. And they will multiply. And then it just, like I said, it makes things really difficult to try to finish that. I'm in trouble here now. Hopefully my special weapons can get rid of me. Uh-oh. Not good. Ooh, that was close. Down to 50 cents, so... If I can get past stage 9 relatively unscathed, I think I can beat this. I'm not taking any chances here. I mean, this stage is relatively easy, but it's still easy to mess up. And I need to get to stage 9 without using any more continues. Too bad so far. this stage is short, so I'm almost to the end actually. And this boss, it can be pretty easy. The trick to it is you stay about this height, so you kind of are just, the shots are just skimming your plane. You don't want to go too high because it will target you if you go up higher. Now the other thing, you just want to kind of fly back and forth. Get rid of these damn turrets. These turrets will cause you a lot of problems if you let them survive. Just like on the boss in the cave, they kind of target you outside of any sort of pattern. And then when you get to here, you just unload on them, drop all your bombs. You gotta do it quick though, because alright, yeah, you want to do it quick because if you don't, you end up going past that point, and then you have to turn around and fight coming from the other way, and you just don't want to have to do that. Alright, here's the level that is pretty tough. I think I'm gonna go for some definitely more fuel and definitely a shield. Like I said, I want to be able to get to through the end, at least get through this game on 4 quarters worth. I know it's not a perfect run. I have done a perfect run before. It's hard to do that, but you know, and I haven't played this in a long time. I'm pretty rusty at this game, so I'll accept this. Maybe I'll go back eventually and do a perfect run if I can, but like I said, it takes a little bit of concentration. Almost there. So I guess this level is like a factory or for all their weapons or something. Like you'll see, they're actually putting together the aircraft carrier I fought on level 3 or level 4. They're putting one together here, so it's like an assembly line. Kind of cool. Keep it together. Keep it together. I don't have much further to go. Got me big points, which I need to buy shields on the next part for the next level. Whoa, that was lucky. You saw me get through that. That was lucky. Find that sweet spot, pretty much. But you gotta watch for the random missiles, which I keep taking hits on. Come on! I hit this thing a lot too. Alright, there we go. Whew. Alright, so I made it to the end with 50 cents to spare, 2 credits, and I think I have enough. Oh man, I don't have enough for all 3, so I'm gonna have to skimp on the shield and just do my best to not take hits. Alright, so you do a quick pass right here, try to take out whatever I can, not get hit, wait till you come back and slow down, you got more time to sort of plan your attack. You want to get rid of those big turrets. Their missiles can be pretty deadly, and you can't destroy them. And the way they target you, you just want to get rid of them as quickly as possible. That was a good run. I destroyed everything there. I've done runs before where you miss some of that, and they'll be shooting you when you're over on this side, and it's nothing you can do about it. You just have to dodge. So that made it a lot easier. Looking like a good run so far. That thing went down pretty easy. I could use that, but I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna risk it. It's just gone. See if I can destroy this without wasting too much special. There will be some of those missile turrets coming up. Oh no, it's destroyed. That's good. I guess you can hit it off screen. There's another one though. I want to get rid of that one. If I can. Nope, missed it. See, this is why I wanted to destroy that thing. You see? That just fucked up my run. Bad. Yep. He's still shooting at me. That was a big mistake right there. That's why I want to get rid of that one specifically. I don't really need the special right there. This is just trying to destroy the engines or whatever. It's pretty straightforward. Got 71 shots. I'm going to need all those for, I call it the eye. You want to face the eye of the fortress here. That's the final, I guess you could say boss, so to speak. The final component. Alright, here we go. Oh man, that's not good. Already knew it. This is hard because the way it corners you. Sometimes you just have to get lucky and not get cornered like that. Oh man. Oh man, this is already. That's it. I spent all my credits. Oh man. Oh well. Just to show the ending. I didn't make my challenge. Got sloppy in the end there. I thought this was gonna be a good run. That's it. Let's see how close I was. But you know what? I have fun still. Like I said, one of my favorite games of all time, UN Squadron. There is an SNES version. I don't really like that version as much. You know, the graphics are not as good. They took away the two. This game is 2 players. They took away the 2-player feature. It's on SNES only. In fact, the only good thing I like about that game is it has where you can pick from different planes. So you start off with one generic plane, but you can pick different ones. They also made it. It's a little bit harder actually on Super Nintendo because when you take a hit, you go all the way down to it's like a danger mode. So if you take one more really quickly, you will die. So you have to take a hit, and then your energy goes down for a couple seconds, and then it goes back up minus what you took from the hit. And you know, it's a different dynamic to it. It's a harder game, and like I said, the graphics aren't as good. It's a little bit clunkier. You know, it's a Super Nintendo port of an arcade game, but you know, some people like that one. Some people like that version better. I personally like the arcade version. This is the one I started playing the game on. But yeah, it's a good game. One of my favorite games of all time, UN Squadron. If you haven't played it, you know, find a way to play it. And, you know, I know arcades aren't around anymore, but you know, There's a million different ways to find them. So get out there, go play it. It's a good game. All right, thanks everybody for joining and watching this video. If you like it, give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos. I'm trying to crank out some of these. I've been playing a lot of old school retro games as of late, but I will mix it up. I play all different types of video games, so I'll put on there whatever. I just got to get the time to make these videos. All right, thank you very much for watching. Take care.